Now, a 9-year-old boy called Oswald is trending on Twitter. He sent his mother an Our Day wish list and it has gone viral. Corporate Ghana rushed to provide the Christ Ambassador School with goodies to make the end of term celebrations a memorable one. Oswald cried and Corporate Ghana responded. Take a listen.
First, I wanted her to really buy it so that she will not forget. Because usually when I tell her to buy something, she forgets.
Oh, okay. So that is why you gave her a list.
Yes.
Wow. In there also you added that your iPad should be brought to school because you want to take pictures and all of that with it. Do you have your iPad with you now?
No, it's in the classroom.
Oh, it's in the classroom. A lot of people are quite surprised about how you were specific with the things that you wrote.
Yes.
Tell us, why were you so specific?
Because I wanted her to buy the real size I wanted. Because some of them, I cannot finish them all.
Oh, okay. So can't take 1 liter, so you wanted a small bottle?
Yes.
Now, one lesson that you've taught a lot of Ghanaians as well with your letter is selflessness. How not to be selfish. The first person who came on your list was your class teacher, Mrs. Apia. Tell us, why Mrs. Apia?
Because she treats me well.
Adorable, but of course, the kind gesture largely appreciated by corporate Ghana has, gained so much traction. But help us understand, what exactly entered into this. Let's listen to one of our partners, Jole, on the reasons why they donated.
Oswald's dream is every child's dream.
Okay.
And seeing our name on the list meant a lot to us as a company.
Okay.
As a result, we wanted to be part of this day and to make it very memorable for him, and especially Mrs. Apia for the good job she's doing with these kids. All of us have been children before.
Yeah.
We cannot let this slide. So we want to be part of this. And indeed, as he mentioned, Dole yogurt is the most nutritious and potassium-filled and zinc-filled yogurt in the country. And we want to make sure that on this special day, we come and celebrate with them with his good performance, as he told the mom at the footnote, that he has performed well in the exams. They shouldn't pass by. So Dole yogurt is here to show Oswald and Mrs. Apia the best of love, and to extend to all other staff members and people in this school as well.
Well, of course, the kind gesture largely appreciated, but for businesses, we are looking at the brand positioning strategy of this. We ask how putting a smile on the faces of the less privileged positions a company's brand portfolio. Well, joining us via Zoom is Stephen Nase-Boedi, a digital marketing and communications consultant, as well as Emmeline Dati, a brand expert. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so grateful that you joined us. Let me start off with you, Emmeline. Where do you see brand positioning strategy in the quest by corporate Ghana to put a smile on Oswald's face?
Thank you very much for your time, and to your cherished viewers. It's quite interesting how something so touching and so deep can be very impactful on the minds of people. Companies thrive on customers, and anything to get customers on board, companies will jump on it. Your customers are basically attracted to you per the perception of what your brand is and how what connected they are to it. And issues like this, when it comes to social issues, you know very well, are things that people really connect with. What other smart way is there than for companies to plug into this beautiful story that is trending over social media, for them to see how relevant they are to social issues, bearing in mind that customers respect companies and even expect companies to be socially responsible. So yes, corporate Ghana is doing well. If you can see, so many people have seen what is happening, and you can imagine how many people get to know about these products that some of us have never heard about before. So it is a very strategic way to position your brand in the right direction.
Great. That's quite interesting. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, how do we draw the line between profiteering and corporate donations?
Thank you very much, Charles, and thank you. I can't remember my colleague's name. Thank you. I think you're right. It's very good for corporate Ghana and for brands everywhere to take advantage of such opportunities. The challenge, though, is that it's not a good story for everyone. Every brand can actually do very well, because the reality is that customers expect their brands to be sympathetic, to give, and not be seen to be opportunistic. And that's what is coming off, with some of the activities that are being done. So it's all right to jump on and want to donate to the school. That's great. But the way some brands have executed it, I think they need to rethink it, because customers can punish you when they feel that you're just taking advantage of the opportunity. Like, I've seen some of the videos. They've all descended on the school premises, and they're all over the place, and they're even being disruptive. We've also seen some brands that are not related in any way to the conversation jumping on, like condom brands. Now that's challenge there. So you don't want that, because people expect brands to do their CSR and to give to society in the quiet. Even going there to pull up banners and stuff is a bit pushing it, but we may allow that.
So you feel that we must measure the issues regarding being opportunistic in that aspect. But we cannot really verify the fact that condom brands are currently on the school premises. But let me bring in Emmeline once again, because even as we're having these massive donations to Oswald and his classmates and even the teacher in question, we're also getting, great feedback from the education sector and whatnot. How can we streamline corporate social responsibility amidst matters regarding direct customer needs?
Okay, if I get your question well, CSRs are basically tools that corporate Ghana or corporate worlds use to try to engage and attract their customers. Because like I said earlier, customers are really expecting companies to be socially responsible. In line with the extreme, if you're to connect it, once customers get to understand that you're not thinking about them, but thinking about what you want, then it becomes a problem. So customers, CSR projects are basically things you need to be very careful about. It's a way of communicating your brand out. So the moment you miscommunicate your brand, then it can hurt you. But the moment you communicate your brand in such a way that I care for the society or the community I find myself doing business in, then obviously it becomes, it gets a positive impact on goodwill and profitability of the company. I don't know if I got the question right and I answered it appropriately, Charles.
Great, but even moving forward, how do we also assess the strategy of marketing amidst this trending story?
Okay, so I believe every organization has its marketing strategy and its objective, as well as its variables to measure. In recent times, our study has shown that it's quite difficult to actually compare CSR activities to, bottom line. But at the end of the day, what you can measure, what is quantifiable, what is smart about objectives will determine the kind of even corporate social responsible projects that you churn out of. So, for example, you hear a bottling company saying that for every bottle you buy, 1 CD goes to the cardiothoracic center of Kolebu. So, if we are able to see that Kolebu has been able to enjoy benefits from that company, then automatically, yes, there's been an impact. And the moment Kolebu enjoys from that, and when that is advertised, then you see that, yes, your customers are actually responding to sales. And that is one way to measure the impact of your corporate social responsibility on your profitability of the organization.
So finally, how much is too much?
I think my colleague who just left to actually write. When you're trying to communicate something to people, it is said that people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. If every impact you make is changing the lives of people, then that is all right. But if you're making so much noise and people's lives are not changing, then I think you're just beating about the bush. You're just wasting your time. When you see projects are not supposed to be flamboyant for the company. It's supposed to be impactful for the society. So measuring what I've said, as that making so much noise, coming to show off, as against trying to make an impact and ensuring that the society actually enjoys the benefits of what you're doing. There you can find the balance between whether it is too much or actually is impactful.
Emmeline, we're so grateful for your inputs there. And also we're thankful to Stephen Ase Boedi, both digital marketing and communications consultant on the Our Day Frenzy, which is trending on social media as we speak.